A lot of people right now in Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. A lot of people can no longer afford grocery, housing, or any single thing. A lot of people right now even wish for them to sleep and not wake up. It has gotten to that point. But one of the best things that actually gives me joy is me seeing people that actually voted for this regime, me seeing people that actually call themselves MAGAs, almighty MAGAs, coming out to cry that a lot of things have actually gone astray and this was actually not the promise that the orange man actually promised them. And the first question I keep asking myself as a black person is, what were you expecting? What was actually the promise? Did he promise to give you heaven? Or did he actually promise to give you paradise? Because he said all of these things. A lot of you were like, a lot of thugs are already living in America as immigrants. So they should actually wipe them off so that your farms can actually suffer. They should actually do a lot of things so that a lot of things that you enjoy can actually be cut down. Now they are coming out to cry. Now recall that it is being said that starting from November, a lot of food stamps benefit, EBTs and so on and so forth are actually being cut down. And I feel like that is where a lot of them are coming from. It has gotten to the point right now, a lot of them don't even wish to stay in America. A lot of them are now staying in America. I'm talking about the said MAGAs, right? They're not staying in America because they do not have a choice and they don't have anywhere to like run to. The only people I feel for, I will keep saying it, are my black folks. Those are my main G's, and I don't feel for any of these people. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's roll out the clips that I have for you guys so that you guys can actually see the video and let me know what you think in the comment section. Credit belongs to original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. With that being said, let's get right into it, and I'll be back with commentaries.
Explain something to me. I live in Alabama, and
another FIFO
usually averages between $200-$250 a month. Can someone please explain to me how my utility bill went from $250 a month to $696 this month? Could someone just please explain that to me? I know.
let me show you why. Ready? This guy. That's why your electric bill went up. Trump. No more subsidies for Alabama. No more subsidies for red states. Woo! MAGA! Woo! Go Trump! Go broke!
Accounts have been debited. They're just taking money out of people's accounts as part of their utility bill. Oh, Trump cut off all that money. That's been helping pay your utility bill, Alabama. And so now we're going to start taking all that money back. And by the way, you owe. You owe. You have to pay money. More than you have been, not only for your additional bills, you have to pay back what Trump is no longer allowing to be spent. And that, Alabama utility customers finding, hundreds of dollars taken out of their account in the middle of winter, right? I mean, I guess it's a small story in the grand scheme of things, given what's going on in our whole country. But for people in Alabama, that's a real and immediate and hugely expensive thing that is very obviously Donald Trump's fault.
I just got my utility bill. I'm so scared. Those of you living in North Alabama know this fear. Apparently TVA is charging host utilities more for whatever, and then it's 100 million degrees of hell. I'm so scared. It goes nothing. $753. And guys, it's all electric. For those of you who don't know, Huntsville Utilities, everything's on here. Water, sprinkler, gas, electric, sewer, trash, taxes, whatever, okay? Nothing else is extraordinary except electric at $606. We have changed nothing from last month, nor from last summer. That we do when it's hot.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So residents of Alabama is currently finding out in a very strong manner because the prices of the electricity just skyrocketed overnight. Imagine waking up in the morning and you find out that you have been slammed with extra $100 worth of electricity. That's exactly what they're finding out right now, and a lot of them are regretting their vote because it has happened. They didn't see this coming, but it is what it is. So these guys massively voted for the current administration, and now they can no longer afford to.
I don't know who's out here living the American dream, but I can tell you one person who isn't, and that's me. I have 4 kids and I'm working 3 jobs and I'm still struggling. I have my full-time job, I'm a 911 dispatcher. My other 2 jobs, a waitress. The American dream should not be this hard. I should not have to be working my life away, being away from my kids. You know, sometimes I have to pick. Am I going to pay my electric bill or am I going to buy groceries? Because my kids need to eat. This is not the American dream. I'm so tired of struggling. You know, so many people are going to work, working multiple jobs just to pay for a house to sleep in, just to put their head down at night. This is not the American dream, not my American dream. That's why I started posting here on TikTok. So hopefully I can slow down some so I can spend time with my kids. Life shouldn't be this hard. I know one person that's making 6 figures and they're still struggling. Why's it gotta be so hard? Anyways, if you want to help this mama out from struggling, you know what to do. I'm headed into work to work at Buffalo Wild Wings today. I have to work a double. Say a prayer, I make some money.
I got a letter recently that my property taxes are going to go up $600 a year from now on. I got a letter that my homeowner's insurance is going up $60 a month. My propane company sent me a letter that my propane is going to double this year. They just came and filled up my tank. It was $1,000. That's crazy. Also, as a entrepreneur and business owner, I get my health insurance through the marketplace. So you have the Affordable Care Act. I pay $45 a month. They just informed me that if this bill passes and I lose my tax credit, I'm going to go from $45 a month to $660 a month for health insurance. I need to buy a new car and I can't because the cars have gotten more expensive and the interest rates have gotten so much more expensive. I can't find a reliable car that has the same monthly payment of $450 a month that I've been paying now for a new car. Not necessarily new, but new to me. Groceries are insane, and it feels like every day I get a new email from another subscription that I have, whether it's Netflix, my website subscription, everything's increasing in price. And I sit pretty much every day stressed about money, and yet I know that there are so many people in this country that are way worse off than me, and they're not making it, y'all. They're not making it. What hurts me the most is that there are so many women, especially, that just cannot afford to leave abusive homes and they have to stay in it because of this economy. So are we great again, America? Like, is this what you voted for? Meanwhile, they all sit there in DC, not feeling any of these pressures, not doing anything about it, not giving a shit about the American people. I have been extremely poor and I have been extremely wealthy. And I know from firsthand experience that the wealthy people don't notice it. And most people are pretty self-absorbed and aren't thinking about other people anyway. So we got to talk about this more. We got to raise hell. We have to let DC know that this is not acceptable. Regardless of your party, we have got to help each other.
Do you know what's not normal? It's not normal to get up at 6:30 in the morning, to get your kids rushing ready for school, to shove them out the door, to fight with each other, in order for them to go to a place where they're not actually getting educated, they're getting indoctrinated. Do you know what else is not normal? It's not normal to just have a couple of hours with your partner in the evening, after work, when you're tired, when the last thing you've got on your mind is actually, you just want to de-stress and all you do is argue, right? Do you know what else is not normal? It's not normal having to live month to month on a wage, knowing that if one day you were to lose your job, that's it. You'd lose your house, you'd lose your car, you'd lose everything, right? That's not normal. And we've been sold this as a normal way of living. Like, this is life. That's not life. That's survival. It's literally clutching at straws in order to just get through to the next day. We've been sold this lie, this game, which doesn't benefit us in any way, shape or form. All it does is benefit the people at the top, the owners of the corporations, the billionaires, the people who take advantage of the fact that you don't feel good, that your health is bad, that you feel depressed. So they sell you solutions to your problems in order to make themselves money. And that little bit of money that you have, you spend it on shit to try and make yourself feel better. And all the time, they're just getting richer and richer and richer and richer. And your life isn't changing, because the alcohol that you buy, the nicotine that you buy, the drugs that you buy, the Netflix that you watch, all of these things you do to kind of make yourself feel better don't actually solve the internal problem, which is the fact that life is not meant to be lived in this way. And when you change your life to a life that you actually love, then you don't need the Netflix subscription, you don't need the alcohol, you don't need the drugs, you don't need the nicotine, you don't need the constant fighting with your partner. You have time to spend with your children, you have time to spend with your family, you have time to spend with your partner. You do the things that you enjoy, not the things that you hate, right? But of course, in order to do that, you need to change the mindset of the way that you're thinking. You need to change the things that you do. You need to change how you feel, which is what I've been in the process of doing for the last 2 years, right? And so I want to share with you what I've done. And I've written it all down in a book called The Path to Abundance. Now, you're going to say to me, oh, Philip, well, you're just profiting off trying to, you're just doing the same thing as the billionaires. You're trying to profit off people not feeling good. Yeah, perhaps, maybe. All right. But the book's £7. And it lays out exactly what you need to do in order to change your life to make it the way you want it. Now, £7 is 2 coffees from Costa's. If you can give up 2 coffees from Costa's, you can change your life. What are you waiting for? Click the link in my bio, go download it.
I can't do this anymore. I'm moving out of America in the next 3 weeks by any, and I mean any, means necessary. I'm genuinely going crazy having to live in a toxic American capitalist society, but they say if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So although I have less than 2 months left on my lease and I'm trying to find a subleaser and the odds are stacked against me, I'm gonna pack up and get ready to go. So I went out and got a storage unit and started setting my stuff up because I'm not gonna sit around and wait for somebody else's confirmation. I also sold my car yesterday.
I'll never forget you, girl.
I'm convinced that by physically removing my stuff from this space, that it will no longer be mine. Like, I'm so close to being fucking free. I literally feel it. I see it on the other side. She's over there living her best life. Look at her. So although I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do it or where I'm going, I can guarantee you I will be out of this apartment in the next 10 days and in a new country by the first week of January 2024. I'm going to continue to document my journey and experience because I don't think people really realize how accessible it is to change your entire reality.
Like, what do you mean in other countries they don't have to spend 20% of their paycheck on groceries? What do you mean in other countries everyone can own homes because they're not paying $2,000 a month in rent, or that their mortgages aren't like their entire paycheck? What do you mean that people in China work one job and they don't even work 40 hours and they can easily afford their life? And then I'm over here working 60 hours a week, just me as a single parent, to like barely make ends meet, and I'm penny pinching every single second, and like there's so much of life that my kid misses out on and that I miss out on.
I'm gonna just cut it off right there. Dry up them fucking crocodile tears, Sarah. I don't care. I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because this is white people's fault. This is white people's fault. And now y'all want to boo-hoo and cry because y'all done got on that Chinese app and they done put the Uno reverse card on y'all ass and held up that mirror and told y'all, no, y'all are the brokies. Not us. We not the brokies. It's y'all. And y'all got to face the cold, hard reality that y'all have made this bed and now y'all got to sit in it. No, take accountability. Don't sit here and boo-hoo and cry and get on that TikTok and talk on the internet talking about what are we going to do? What are we going to do? No, what are y'all going to do? Because black people have been telling y'all for fucking decades. We have been protesting. We have been doing everything for all these fucking decades. And y'all have sat back and reaped the rewards thinking y'all was a part of the club because y'all was white. Y'all thought this shit was about race. No, it's always been about class. And y'all were never a part of the club. Y'all make up 60% of this country's population. There's no we. It's y'all. Every minority could vote or go against something or go for something that we know is good for the people. And y'all would turn it down because y'all have the overwhelming majority. So it's no we, it's y'all. Fix y'all shit. I know y'all don't like to take accountability for nothing, but now it's time. Y'all over there boo-hooing crying because y'all seeing the Chinese Walmart and they over there paying $3 for a whole goddamn bag of groceries. Meanwhile, you got to pay $200 and barely fill up your grocery cart.
See, all those things you're boohooing and crying about, FDR made that happen. But then it all went away in 1967. Why did I say 1967? What does that correlate to? Oh, the Civil Rights Act was passed. Integration happened. And then white people stripped away or voted against themselves to strip away all public services and entities and all those great things that y'all had prior to integration because y'all didn't want black people to have the shit. So y'all gave all that up in the 1980s when Reagan created trickle-down economics because y'all didn't want us to have. He gave us crack and trickle-down economics. And y'all was cool with that. Y'all made a deal with the devil and now y'all got to accept the consequences of y'all fucking actions. Y'all had affordable housing. Y'all didn't have fucking credit scores. Y'all didn't have, you could send your kids to college for the free or for the low. We had advanced and effective public transit and services in this country. But y'all gave all of it away because y'all didn't want niggas to have access. Y'all fought so hard with things like redlining and all these different things to hold black people back to keep us from getting a piece of the pie. Whole time they taking y'all pie. And now y'all got to face the music. And y'all don't, now you want to boo-hoo. Y'all let them pass the Patriot Act in the act of protecting us from terrorists. Use that Islamophobia against y'all dumb ass. Y'all let them further push the Patriot Act in 2019 because of that the immigration that y'all was so afraid of, all the immigrants, right? Just taking away all y'all fucking right. Now y'all want to point and what are we gonna do? No, what are y'all gonna do? Because when black people out here marching for police brutality, who they just do things to us and write a fake ass police report and get away with it and nothing happens? You think or when we did ride when things like Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin happened, and the original Black Lives Matter activists, the original movement that got hijacked, you know what I'm saying? The original activists that was out there on the ground got took out by the police. Oh no, y'all ain't say nothing then. When we telling y'all that they're interfering in our freedoms and our rights, but no, it's black people, so we ain't right. It's not us, it's them. Well, I'm not. I should have to pay for the sins of my fathers. I didn't own any slaves. I'm not racist. Yes, but you're compliant to the system and you're complacent and you're okay with the system that gave you an edge up against us. Go back to R. Kelly or the things that was going on at Nickelodeon or with Harvey Weinstein, all that weird shit, right? There were people still giving up their kids to that, making deals, still going up there knowing everything that was going on, putting their children, putting their livelihoods, cameramen, people going to get opportunities and jobs. They did not care so long as it wasn't them. And that was y'all this entire time up until now. Go back and look at the prequel to the Purges. Where did they start? Where did they start? How did they get people to approve some shit like the Purge? They started in the hood. They started with black people. They started with the disenfranchised. So when y'all turn a blind eye and y'all let that shit go on with black people and we getting our ass whipped by police and we getting our rights taken away and we getting profiled and we getting this, and they're slowly implementing that shit and they were slowly draining that shit from y'all. It look like, come on, bruh. You would have thought y'all would have woke up when that shit happened in North Carolina and that hurricane went up there and fucked them up. But no, what did they turn into? Oh, well, it's Biden. Whole time North Carolina is a red fucking state. Oh, like your local governments fucking failed y'all. So no, there's no, what are we gonna do? No, it's what y'all gonna do. Grab y'all fucking nuts and go do something. Because we, black people, we tired of being y'all fucking crash dummies and going out there and then they give y'all a little piece of the pie and then y'all go back and y'all let us out there to fucking drown. No, y'all go do something.
Oh, and never forget, we could have had Bernie, but y'all said he was a socialist.
Y'all, my husband and I have decided that we just can't do it anymore. We decided to break our lease early and to just leave the country as soon as possible. We're thinking Vietnam initially, then Thailand. Our plan so far is to work every single day until we get over there, to use Delta points to fly there, and to use Hilton points to be able to stay at least for free for the first 3 months. While I'm there, I plan on doing English teaching online to supplement income, but I do plan on having as much money saved as possible. Just need a mental break. At first I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a year siesta to get my life together and, you know, get my mental health together. But honestly, it's just so stressful being here. We don't know how long we want to stay gone, but we do know that we're going to travel a few countries and we want to stay gone at least 2 or 3 years now. We are literally going to turn our whole lives upside down in the next 6 months. So if y'all have any suggestions, please let us know, because at this point we're just winging it. We're just going to sell everything, leave, and just take it from there.
Hey TikTok, I'm just on here wondering if anybody's feeling the same way I'm feeling. I'm from Illinois, and I feel like the gas prices and the electric bills and the prices of food is just so overwhelming anymore. Like, I'm wondering if anybody else is feeling like they're drowning and they can't get out. I work overtime and I cannot get above water. I mean, I literally have no gas for next week. It was either that or get a few groceries to get by. I hit my local food pantries. I'm just wondering if anybody else feels like they're drowning. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great day.
Anyways, welcome back, guys, and welcome. So let's start digesting one after the other from the clip. I'll try my possible best to speak as slow as I can, because a lot of my beautiful Black American friends have been telling me, you are talking so fast, baby. Okay, so let's be serious, okay? So if you watch from those clips, you will notice that some of them are saying that they have properties that right now they can no longer afford. They can no longer afford because a lot of things have actually been going wrong. A lot of people have been living paycheck to paycheck. Every single thing, every single time is really increasing, going way high. The only thing that has never gone so high or increased is the minimum wage. Yeah. Salary is not increasing. People that you're working for don't even want to increase the salary, but transportation fare is going up, buying groceries. So every single time you're waking up, is either you're choosing to survive to eat, or you are choosing to take care of your health. Record that this orange man actually made everything plain and known to them that this was actually what he was actually going to do, and these people still voted him into the system, is what will never make me feel so pity for this people. Like, I don't feel a bit of pains for these people. The only people I will keep saying that I feel for is my Black folks and people that never subscribe to this, people that never wanted the orange man to take over, people that saw what was coming to happen. And the good part I love is that Black folks actually warned about this thing. They told you people, they informed you people. Now coming here every single day to cry is not the problem. The problem is, what is the solution that you guys are going to be giving yourself as MAGAs? That is it. I've seen different videos where some of them will be like, Donald Trump, this was not what you promised me. See, I just want you to know that as anybody that you are, if you like, think that you're having all of that heavenly privilege as a white person. Your privilege doesn't count a bit when it comes to this white supremacy. The moment you put them on that particular seat, the very moment they forget about you, because the next thing they will literally be thinking about is, one, how to enrich their self, enrich their pockets, and then two, how to look at the places they feel like it is more important. Just like the orange man said, he needs to clear the Washington, D.C., forgetting about the farmers, forgetting about the natural disaster that have actually been happening, right? These are places that we'll look into, because why? At the end of the day, they know that once they drop, another person is going to take over. I'm saying this relating to even the country that I am today. These are what we face on daily basis. When they come and give you all of those promises will be broken immediately they took over that seat. Right? So, and that is why in today's video, I'm going to be telling my Black folks that try everything possible for you to get an extra business, get something extra you're doing for yourself, because with the way the economy is going, a lot of things is turning upside down. In fact, if you have any way of relocating to another country that you feel like standard of living is going to be cheap and affordable, why not? I have an American woman here right now in Nigeria that if you go to her house in Nigeria, you think she stays in a paradise, but living life at a very cheap and affordable rate. Even when we always telling her that, oh, this thing is expensive, she'll be like, you can compare it to the US. You can compare it to the US, right? I'm not saying that a lot of people should start coming to Nigeria. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if you have any other country that you've done your research and you feel like this place can actually be more better than where I am right now, why not? If you have the means, you relocate. And I'm sending my black folks hugs, and I want you to take care of yourself, take care of your community, and just keep making the awareness known, because I know that these people will continue to cry because this man has not literally started with them, and it will affect them more than my black folks, because right from time, a lot of black people, I can say it for a whole fact, that 70% of black people have never depend on welfare. Right? So the people that actually depend on welfare, that want to kill themselves there, eat everything concerning welfare, are mostly the white folks. So if it's happening like this, they should be able to take the loss and endure till when either his tenure is done, because I'm not even sure that impeaching this man will actually really work. Anyway, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do add like I say in my videos. I'm going to be saying, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Stay tuned, don't touch the dial, and come back for more. I love you guys. Mwah.